this morning when I was coming to work, I was reading a newspaper that was saying that the issue of gender-based violence is spiraling out of control, and it looks like the government does not know how to deal with it anymore. GBV, gender-based violence. Let's talk gender-based violence a little bit, even if it's a couple of minutes. The pressure. At times I imagine what goes on in the head or in the mind of the perpetrator, the person that gets up in the morning. We just had a social worker here that was telling us a story of men that come to him and say, I want to kill my wife. He actually showed the social worker his gun and said, if I get home now, she's dead, but I needed to talk to you first.
Hey.
Yeah. Can you imagine such mindset? What can ever inform such decision? My brother here and I, in the course of the documentary we are doing, we went to Soweto, the biggest township in Africa, and interviewed a couple of victims and perpetrators. And one of the guys that he's now a repentant person, sees himself as being closer to God and everything, was telling us of how he used to use razor blade to chop his girlfriend up. And when I asked him, why were you doing that? He said, whenever he gets in that state, he doesn't know what he's doing until it's done. What kind of mindset is that? Shall any reason ever suffice for gender-based violence to happen? Is there any reason whatsoever anybody can have to raise a hand against the next person? Be it the person, your wife, your girlfriend, your mother, your sister, anything, or even the other way around. Is violence an answer to any challenge?
What can I say? All that comes to the responsibility of the parent. And when you look at South Africa, when you talk about violence in relationship, it's like this. For some people, it's just normal. And for me, all this go to how were you raised. People around you when you were growing up. Because violence don't just come from nowhere. You live in the violent environment, you end up violent. You live in the peaceful, calm environment, you always calm. You live in the war, you end up a guerrilla.
Yeah.
So
you end up a warmonger.
A warmonger. For me, the parents have the blame. I remember I was growing up. Today maybe it's gonna be a little bit of my story. I was growing up, my father was a traveler. Can go for 1 month and come back. Because he was doing international business. And sometime when you come back, okay, it doesn't matter the love that you're gonna have for his children, but sometimes you're gonna see it's gonna be a little bit violent against my father. It's like he was a man that was very strict, and he have his own way. Or you do the way you want, or you have a problem with it. And for me, therefore, growing up, seeing the way sometimes my mother was stressed, it was, for me, it was so difficult. I decided when I was growing up that there's no way I'm gonna put my hands on the woman.
Yes.
That was my first rule. My second rule was, there's no way I'm gonna walk with people who are violent. Because when you walk with violent people, you end up violent. That was my decision that I took. And I remember when my father passed away, my mother called me. She said, you see what kills your father? I say, what? He said, your father, what kills him is cigarettes. You are my first son. And you guys are only two. Whatever you will do, your younger brother will do the same. Please, I'm asking you two things. Don't smoke in your life. Please, I'm begging you. Because of the cigarette, you see, I lost my husband. I'm here, I'm still young, but I lost my husband because of the cigarette. That was number one thing. So, the parent have a big responsibility to play. And also, you cannot take your son, your daughter, and go and give to your grandmother to raise. At a certain age, you don't have that energy. At a certain age, you don't have that power. You need a man to be there. I remember there was a time that I was going through a very difficult time in my relationship. But I have a choice. I have a choice to follow my friend that I hang with them, or I have a choice to follow the woman that trusts me the most and raise my son.
I love that.
And it was not easy. I look at my son, I just say, even though the mother she's
1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, whatever.
She's too ABCD. But what about the education of my son? Must I leave my son to go and just grow like that, like he does not have a father? Or must I follow my friend? It came to the level that I say to myself, let me go with this woman, it doesn't matter what. And trust me, all my friends started laughing at me. Oh, this one, da 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 da. But today, I'm so proud because it doesn't matter where you put my son with other children.
He will stand up.
People all ask me,
He will
how
stand
do
up.
you raise this boy?
He will stand up.
Like I'm talking to you, he's the one chatting to me. He needed money to do something in school. I forgot about the appointment. But now he's saying to me, Daddy, please, you know, and I can see that if I was not there,
He would
be the street
would have
boy.
turned out differently.
Yes.
Would have turned out differently.
A boy, it's not easy for a boy to grow without a man. And for these brothers and sisters who have kids outside, who don't care, please, it's a bomb to society. And that bomb won't affect only me, won't affect only Hendro or Peter. It will affect you too. You'll pay the price one day. That's what I have to say.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.